All right, folks. So I'm going to do a very, very fast live because, for one, we just now went to Wendy's, and it is a guilty pleasure, but we got some food that I really enjoy, a particular item there that I really enjoy. So I'm going to go and eat that. But a couple of different things. First off, Noeie, we've both been sick, Noelle and I, today. She actually stayed home from work because she got really, really sick as far as like a flu or a cold or something. I don't know what it is, but she literally slept all day. I was a little bit sick, but not that bad. And so I typically have her go and do stuff during the day because, I'm busy. Or when she gets back, I have her go and do stuff or run to the store because I don't want to. But she couldn't even do that, so I had to end up actually going to the store. Well, I drove her, and so she went in. Anyway, I'm sick too. But anyhow, yeah, we're trying to prevent everybody else from getting sick. One of our little neighbors came over, and he was sneezing on everything. Literally, like constantly sneezing, spit flying everywhere. And so I was scared that he was bringing something over here. So after he left, I sprayed all of Zeta's toys down because I'm like, I don't want her to get sick. Kids put stuff in their mouth. But I couldn't spray everywhere, and so I think that's what happened. Noe got that, I got that as well, and it's just not so good. Probably tomorrow I'm going to feel even worse. So you may or may not get a video. The other big news is the teachers here in Tacoma are on strike. So it started in Seattle, where basically the whole state has issues with funding teachers. And some areas, teachers get paid by far. Hey, thank you, Waygook, happy Wednesday. Some teachers by far get paid more than others. And Seattle was able to avoid that strike, right? So they were able to reach an agreement and school was not delayed. Down here in Tacoma and in neighboring Puyallup, they are voting for a strike because an agreement wasn't met and the amount of money they're looking for, they're not going to be able to get. Well, so far. And so, therefore, school for both Zoe and Zara is going to be delayed. Now, if you remember, Zara went to Jumpstart. So it's basically where she went to school for 4 days, and they just kind of teach you different things about life in school, and that you're going to possibly have this particular teacher, where the bathrooms are, things like that. Nothing big. But they count those 4 days. So Zara is not going to start school until next week. Zoe was supposed to start school tomorrow. However, I have a feeling, and I told Noelle, that probably they're not going to have an agreement for the rest of this week. So I think that Zoe and Zara, or Zoe definitely, will be out of school Friday as well as tomorrow. So then that leaves next week. Hopefully, they reach some sort of an agreement. No, they're not going to use anything. So the entire school is just shut down. Now, tonight was a meet and greet, I think, where you basically take a bunch of school supplies and stuff over to the teacher and you get to meet your teacher and greet them. But both of them know who their teacher is going to be. Zara, the teacher that she had during Jumpstart, is going to be her teacher. And then Zoe knows who her second grade teacher is because she saw her last year. So she knows her teacher. And then, of course, Noelle wasn't feeling good. That's just not my thing. Like, I don't go to those things unless I really have to. And there's really not a need, so we didn't actually go. But they're doing that. But as far as, like, when school is supposed to start, which is tomorrow, for all the kids except for kindergartners, no one's going. Well, it's K through 12. None of the kids are going to school in Tacoma, right? Same thing with Puyallup. They're not going. So anyhow, for the folks who literally, because you got to keep in mind, these are school-age kids. For folks who literally don't have daycare or people to watch their kids or something like that, it's kind of messing them up because what can you do? I mean, your kids are going to be home all day, and you don't have any sort of recourse. So It's a little bit challenging. Hopefully they can figure out what's going on, because otherwise it's going to start impacting the kindergartners too, which I think Zara doesn't mind that at all. Zoe is cool with the fact that there's no school because she wants to just sit and play and jump on the trampoline and all that type of stuff. But me personally, I want them all to go and be in school. But anyhow, folks, it's going to be a really short video. Like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm not feeling nearly as bad as Noelle. But wanted to do a live stream today, get that in really quick. I'm going to go in here and eat some unhealthy food, which is not good for you anyway, but it's definitely not good for you when you're sick. But don't judge me. So anyhow, oh, final thing, the Patreon. You know, our last live stream that we did, we were talking about if this seems to be a nationwide thing with teachers going on strike. Yeah, I think so. You know, Noelle was talking about this, and this might be a video that we do on for our Patreon. But anyhow, they're in there fighting. The kids are. Zoe and Zara. But anyway, this might be a video that we do for our live stream talking about teachers and pay and that type of thing, in our opinion. But anyhow, I'll get to that. One of our subscribers, and a few of them, mentioned that we should do Patreon. And I said, you know, I've criticized folks that do Patreon. Not really criticized, but I've talked about it. And a lot of people were agreeing. They said that they wanted us to do a Patreon. They wanted to support the channel, and I think that's great. Hopefully they will support the channel. And we'll do a Patreon. There will be videos that we will have on that Patreon that you won't find on YouTube, because YouTube will censor it. Not that there's going to be anything that shouldn't be there, but it's just YouTube is very heavy-handed when it comes to censorship. So those videos in their entirety will probably be on Patreon, and there will be a snippet of them on here. It seems like a lot of people are having to do that because even channels like ours, which are G-rated, I have over 24 videos that are basically demonetized, and there's nothing in them. I mean, it can mention a specific color and it demonetizes them. So anyhow, it gives an opportunity to literally speak freely and not have to worry about being demonetized or having your video still being advertised or have advertisements, but you're not seeing any of it. It all goes to Google or YouTube. But anyhow, we finished setting that Patreon up. So it should be going live soon. I have to work and do some more things on it. Just been really busy. But that should be coming in the next week or so. That should be up, and more details on that. And we're going to be adding some stuff to it. And you're going to see a lot of stuff listed on that. But anyhow, it's not going to be anything big. We're not doing it for the money. But we will definitely have some stuff on there. Content on there that otherwise, if I put it on here, I mean, come on. But anyhow, hope you guys are having a great, what is today? Wednesday? Yeah, hump day. Somebody said that. Having a great Wednesday. This video is really not about a bunch of anything, really. But I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.